So hello.
Hello again.
Good to see
For those of you who are very, very confused and not understanding what I'm talking about, we have cut the first 5 minutes of this.
Yes.
Approximately.
Goodbye.
Because we had horrible audio difficulties.
It's bad. Bad. Not good.
Not good.
Negative.
Bad, good, bad. Oh, you went negative with that.
Yes.
I went good, bad, bad.
Yes, I know.
Right.
We're mixing universes.
We're not really mixing. We're just going different universes.
I guess.
Yeah. Ryan's just scratching his head.
Yeah.
With a
with a
spoon.
Plastic fork. Or is that a spoon?
That's a spoon.
Oh,
That's been sitting on that table for
a week. Yeah. So
Probably clean.
So lots of things have happened.
Yes.
Curtis and Allie finished Battlestar Galactica.
Indeed.
You didn't watch the plan, though.
No.
Okay.
You don't have to.
You don't
watch
have
it.
to, but it's
It helps.
It adds some things.
Some
it adds
nuances?
some things, and it's more Battlestar,
Yeah.
which is always fun.
So does it happen before the end of the show?
Yes.
Okay.
It happens in the first 2 seasons primarily.
Yeah.
I think only first 2 seasons.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So you remember the opening tagline of the show was like, and they have a plan. This was the movie they made a year after that explains what that plan was, because when they put it in the opening credits, they didn't know what that was. They just thought it sounded cool.
Oh.
They were like, we said they had a plan. What the hell was that? We should probably film that and put it out for people.
Oh my.
But we're not talking about the plan today.
No.
We're talking about Curtis, who died.
Oh, so
No. We don't ask them who died. We ask how people are.
Oh, yeah.
How's Dee doing?
How's Dee doing?
Dee is so sad.
Yep,
It
she
was
shot
just-
herself in the head.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was in the middle of like uber depression on the Galactica.
They
Earth.
found Earth.
Yes, they found Earth.
Curtis, you
So
sent me a
sad.
text that said you thought that they were going to find a ruined wasteland of Earth, or that was the implication I got from the text?
And I didn't expect it to go that way at all.
Okay.
But after that, I thought it must
They must find real.
Yeah, they must find something else, and I didn't know if they would call it Earth or if it had been a fake first Earth or
No, that was, technically that was real First Earth.
right.
In the
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica universe.
Yep. Yeah, it was such a glorious moment. All the ships
And there's
moving
glorious music from the original Battlestar Galactica television show.
in. Oh, is that? No.
Yeah, that's from the original show.
Yeah, and then the
Then they
first thing you
land.
see is
Then they land.
radioactive.
Pulls up the ground of soil, and it's like New Caprica, except even more bleak somehow.
Yes, it's very bleak. And the original Cylons or whatever, they're having flashbacks to their previous lives. On the
Final
planet.
Five.
Final 5.
Hey,
Oh,
Curtis.
right. Who's the final?
Cylon?
Oh, yeah, it's Ellen, of course.
Curtis, you called it like 3 seasons ago.
Yeah. Well, it didn't really surprise me.
You were like, oh, it's Ellen.
Yeah.
Saw it coming, I guess.
I don't know if I really saw it coming, but it just seemed obvious. Oh, it seemed like she was a Cylon, but then again, this explains it, of course. She didn't really know because what's his face? John Cavill.
John Cavill.
Had blocked their memories or something through.
It was supposed to teach them some kind of lesson, I guess.
Oh. I'm misremembering it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was interesting that, a version of Cavill knew who they were the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Actually, multiple Cavills knew,
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
as is seen in the plan.
Ah, the plan.
The plan.
Let's see. Leading up.
How's Gata doing?
Oh, poor Gata. He just thought he was doing the right thing, I guess.
He also wanted his stump leg to stop hurting.
Right. And then it did.
And then it did. It stopped.
And then
he gets shot out the airlock.
oh, so sad.
How's Tom Zarek?
How's Tom Zarek?
Tom. He's devious.
Floating away with Gata.
Yeah.
Killed the quorum.
Yikes.
Yeah. Tom Zarek did a couple pretty bad things.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So if anybody deserved it.
But Tom Zarek did accomplish his original goal. Back in the early season, he was like, we've got to change our way of thinking. Him killing the quorum shifted the government to being focused on the ships themselves, thus changing their way of thinking.
And Gaius wanted...
Gaius Baltar.
My people deserve a voice. Like, oh, Gaius.
Gaius Baltar.
He has such a cult following.
Yeah.
Speaking of cults.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right, so Curtis, you remember right before Sam went into tub time.
Okay, so they were talking about number 7, which was a Daniel. And so when that happened, I thought that Starbuck had somehow been reborn from Daniel because artists, they described Daniel as an artist and all that.
So
that's
you're kind of close.
Oh, okay.
You're in cult territory.
So there's that whole thing where Starbuck is like playing the song on the piano, and she was taught it by her dad. And there's a big following of people that believe that Daniel was Starbuck's dad.
And then Ronald D. Moore came out and was like, no.
Oh, did he?
He said no.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
No,
I'm glad too. Ryan,
it's...
all right, Curtis, you're going to have to edit in some Filthy Frank footage. He's on a green screen with a giant clock and says, it's time to stop. And I need you to put that in right here. I'll send you the video.
Okay. Oh.
But I still believe that Daniel was Starbuck's dad, and that's why she could hear the song.
Cavill killed all the Daniels, Ryan.
Yeah, I wondered. I thought that might have been the direction they were heading, but they never. I mean, they
don't go there.
They don't really explain what the heck Starbuck was.
Curtis,
the implication is that maybe she was an angel.
Curtis, where did Starbuck go?
Like I said, she was an angel, just like
she flies away. They turned her into a bird metaphor.
Right, where did she fly?
I don't know.
Where did she go?
She's like the head 6 and head Gaius.
Right, but they stuck around.
Well, but she was just in the heads of everybody, apparently.
But she was actually affecting the world around here. Her head 6 and head Gaius only could affect Gaius and Caprica 6.
Right. Yeah, it's very confusing. I don't
understand it either. I don't understand how the Daniel adds credence to where Starbuck went or helps with that in any way.
I don't know either.
Oh, and the poor Battlestar. When it comes out of that last jump, it's like...
It's wavy.
Ooh. It's not supposed to bend like that.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Might want to take that in for the warranty.
I thought that whole situation kind of appeared out of nowhere. It was like...
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, oh, wow, this ship's falling apart.
And all of a sudden you hear all the creaking all the time. And I'm like, I feel like this should have happened like
a season ago. Maybe more. Could have started. I don't know. So we learn who the final 5 Cylons are.
Yes.
And it's explained that the chief and what's her name were apparently together. Who's the other final 5? Yeah, the
new assistant.
Yeah.
Not Billy.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yep.
I never remember.
But they were together in the previous life.
Yeah, but they never show anything about that or make it seem at all like they like each other or anything.
Well, that's because they're different people now.
In fact, he does try to kill her.
He does.
He does kill her. He doesn't try.
I forgot that. Yeah.
That's the whole reason that the entire thing went south. It was looking like peace for everything,
look,
and then
we're gonna.
everybody's killing each other.
Cavill kills himself without the ability to resurrect. It's like, huh?
That was strange. And they never definitively show what happens to the Cylon, whatever the heck that was, colony. You would assume that maybe it flew into the black hole and...
Well, Racetrack's... That Raptor's missiles
that's right.
go off.
The missiles go off. Oh, yeah. And they jump as everything explodes. I think the
implication is the colony goes boom.
Right. So, wait, did Racetrack not make it out then?
No, she's dead.
Oh, okay.
I asked you like 2 episodes ago, how's Racetrack doing?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know who Racetrack is.
Well, and they were just making the funny joke. Her and what's his face? You're like, let's send me and Racetrack out for the deadly mission again. And then,
Yep, deadly is right.
Yeah.
Bye. Yep. Racetrack and her ECO Skulls.
Skulls, that's right. Poor Skulls.
Skulls.
Hey, Curtis, how's Hot Dog?
How is Hot Dog?
Oh, Hot Dog is actually the father of that kid, which was...
Callie's kid, Nick.
Hot Dog.
But Hot Dog makes it.
He does make it.
Dude, oh, right. The Vipers, all that. Yeah.
One of a good
Hot Dog made it, Curtis.
Good job, Hot Dog. Yay.
I told you he was the best.
Yeah, he's the greatest. I don't know. He's cool, I guess.
How's Admiral Hoshi?
Oh, right. Yes, Admiral. That was random. It was very random.
Mr. Hoshi, you're the Admiral now. Oh, I'm not the Admiral anymore. Thank God.
Yeah. He was like, these Admiral pins were too heavy or something. And gives them back. Uh-huh.
Oh, and you also told Curtis something else.
Oh, right. Curtis, who's the president of Earth?
Oh, yeah, that's very confusing. That whole... So what, there's President Lee and then...
Right, but who's the president at the end?
Oh, right, Mr. Lawyer Man.
Mr. Lawyer Man.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch our miniseries part 1 discussion, I tell you that a lawyer with sunglasses and a dog is going to become president of the 12 colonies.
Oh, I would not have believed you. But, yeah, I mean, that was good. I like the part where he's like, someone going to feed my dog? Whatever.
Someone feed the dog. Right, as Zarek's pulling him in to...
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, for the tribunal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what other things happen?
So much.
A lot.
So much.
Well, so what? The last time we talked, I don't think I had gotten through the end of season 3 yet.
Yes,
you had. You just started season 4.
Oh,
you finished the first episode.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because I knew that Starbuck was back, and that was confusing.
Which Starbuck coming back set up the kick-ass one-liner during the rebellion. Take it from someone who's already been dead once. It's not fun.
Right. Yes.
So we got something good out of it.
Yeah. And once again, Starbuck's, the reasoning for her ship and all that, it's not really explained.
She had the transponder that picked up her own distress call.
Right. Yeah, I know. And took them to
Earth.
Which is very confusing.
Earth 1.0.
Then she burned herself up to a crisp. And then Gaius, being Gaius, it's like, she is not.
She was dead.
Like, oh.
Immortality.
Life after death. Religious.
Gaius.
Gaius Baltar. He performed his selfless act. He went on the mission.
Right, and
then Lee tossed him a gun.
Yeah, and then the visions came true, of, in a way.
Yeah.
And the Opera House was the CIC.
The CIC, yeah.
Strange.
Yep. You know,
there's Sam in his bathtub.
There's Sam in his bathtub. 5 standing figures? Nope, 4, and 1 guy in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, the ending of the show was fine. It wasn't amazing, but it was fine.
Lee's story just ends. He doesn't really get much resolution. Kara's also just ends.
Well, and Lee just loses everyone.
Right. I feel bad for him.
Kara
Kira's
gone.
gone. His dad's never coming back.
Dad flew
He's
off
gonna
to a mountain
build a-
somewhere. Build a cabin.
Build a cabin.
Yep.
Said hi to the sunrise.
Yep. And then it's 150,000 years later. Ooh.
Whoa.
Message time. Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Ronald D. Moore.
Yeah, he was holding the magazine. I
Holding the newspaper.
noticed that right away. It was good. And then he was like, whoa.
Gotta go. Gotta get off camera.
This was something I'd asked Noah on our way here. It was something that I had just started thinking about. So the Cylons that were on Earth 1.0, so they were there.
Earth 1.
And then the other children of Kobol, so the other humans, they went off to other planets.
Well, the humans, not other humans.
The humans, they go off to those other planets. And then I was like, so who are these? Why are there humans on Earth 1.2.0?
2.0. Well, they're not humans. They're like
They're
human-like.
indigenous.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're humanoid.
Humanoid. Yeah. Yeah, what are they say? What are the chances of finding another whatever?
Well, they were led there by God, so.
Right.
But he doesn't like
yes.
that name.
Yes, doesn't like that name.
I see angels. They're in this room right now. It's like, oh, okay, guys.
Oh yeah, Gaius is like
He
weird.
almost brokered peace.
Yeah. We need bigger guns.
More guns. More bigger guns.
Oh man. Head Caprica is interesting. Head
She's
6, I guess.
Angel 6.
Angel 6, right?
Is she an angel? Is she just in his head?
So, there was an article out there comparing Battlestar to Lost.
Oh, Lord.
And I agree with the article. There are similarities in just how mysterious both shows are. And this article actually said that the finale of Lost was better than Battlestar. Yeah.
It's hard to
And
end
how
things
it
well.
stays true to its whatever. Because Battlestar wasn't going to go religious, but they did. They did.
I mean, there's very religious overtones throughout the entire show, so I'm not that surprised by it.
Yeah, but it's just so strange.
It is strange. I agree with you. It's like...
But Curtis, where did Kara Thrace go?
God.
I know.
They reduced her to a bird metaphor. She flew away.
Oh, but they rejected that metaphor idea. One of the writers said, no, that's not true at all. We just randomly threw this video of
I
Lee
didn't
and a
see
bird
that.
in there. That's what one of the producers or writers said in an interview.
I believe that he said that. It just doesn't make sense within the context of what the show is presenting us.
I know. It's very random.
That's why Kara Thrace's dad was a Cylon.
That doesn't explain it!
Did Leoben die?
Leoben's lived. Because they were on...
They were on the planet? On
Had
Earth
to
2?
have been. Well, Leoben was sided with Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Leobens were obsessed with Kara Thrace, and they were like, we'll side with Kara Thrace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. So they must have survived.
It was interesting to see the... it was a quick progression, but, the crews working more and more together.
Mm-hmm.
And then all those Cylons with the red... The machine Cylons with the red sashes or whatever.
And the original Cylons show up, and that's fun.
Yeah.
I like
there
that.
were a bunch of them. Attack.
How's Boomer doing?
Boomer the betrayer.
But then she unbetrayed.
Right.
And then Athena shot her in the head.
And blew her away. Yeah, that was...
That's the end of Boomer.
Yeah.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, was surprised that more main characters didn't die in the end. Hilo was
Hilo
like
lives.
the most,
Hilo.
most injured.
Hilo!
Bullet. to
Athena
the-
makes it.
Yeah. They force poor Sam to pilot all the ships into the sun.
Bye, Sam.
Yeah.
You had told me this at one point that that one of the last things that Sam says to Kara is that he'll see her in the next life or something.
I don't remember saying this at all.
He says,
Yeah, he says that
something like that to her.
He says it right at, well, she like leaves and then he says that.
Oh, yeah.
So
think.
then, is that where Kara Thrace went?
To the next life. All of this has happened before. All of it will happen again. Now we're getting real philosophical with this show. Will it happen again, Curtis?
They're making a new show. We'll see if they
Supposedly.
we'll see if they make it a complete reboot or
It'll
if it'll
be a complete reboot.
You don't think they'll do anything like Basis? Like
I doubt it.
You don't think they'll bring back Gaius Baltar?
Well, there'll be a character named Gaius Baltar because there was in the original
That's
and there
right.
was in the reboot.
really, you think they'd just choose to redo the whole thing?
Kinda, yeah.
Hmm.
That's how these things go.
Hmm.
Curtis, how's Spider-Man doing?
Oh, I did see something about Marvel looking at other actors to play Spider-Man, which is sad. Other than Tom Holland, I don't know if
I
any
was
of that's
mostly
real.
just pointing out how Spider-Man's been rebooted 3 times and they don't really carry stuff over.
That's true.
When are-
Spider-Man.
When are we going to do our Spider-Man 3 review?
Oh.
It is the only third
It's the only third
of
movie.
the 3 Spider-Man franchises.
Therefore, it's automatically the best third movie.
Yes.
Oh no!
You see where I'm going, Curtis?
Yikes! If they
Anyways.
just would have made 3 a little simpler, fewer bad guys.
Welcome to the Spider-Man 3 review portion of the Battlestar Galactica discussion.
No. We'll see. They're supposed to make another one, right? Another one with
Yes.
Tom Holland.
They are. Curtis, what did you think of Politically?
Kind of all over the board. I don't know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never really
Sometimes
know
it's-
what the heck he's going
Yeah.
for.
Like, sometimes it works, and then the rest of the time it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Did you notice how they retconned Politically into the flashbacks in the final episode?
What, do they just use like
He's- yeah,
volunteers?
No, he's like, you've got to vote because it's your civic duty or something in the flashbacks. And it's like,
Oh, yes. Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh, okay.
So
So, you're
there's-
saying there was this through line, even though it's not in the show at all.
Wow.
He was
He was more concerned about, flying his Viper.
I know, that was more
leading the
fun.
Vipers.
Yeah, but like in season 1, he was concerned about, when we were
Talking to
introduced with
Tom
Tom
Zarek.
Zarek. Yeah, he was more introduced. He was
I
he was talking more about it.
okay, that's one instance.
Then we got flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
Now there's more than one.
There's 2! Wow! Curtis, what did you think of the flashbacks?
In the final episodes?
Yes.
Kind of helpful, but not really. You
I
didn't
feel
really
the
need
same
them.
way, yeah.
I don't know.
Like, with 1 or 2 exceptions, I don't see the point of them.
I mean, Bill and Saul in like the strip club, and then Bill throwing up outside the strip club was like, okay. But it set up he wanted to return to the stars, or whatever. Yeah.
No, I found Laura Roslind's flashbacks especially pointless because they were
Yeah,
like,
just
look
how it
how
was so
terrible
depressing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, look, her life was terrible. I was like, yes, she had cancer.
Yeah.
We already knew that her life sucked.
Yep. Allie did not. She she didn't enjoy how they kept cutting to black as if the episode was done, but then they restarted,
Pulling that Lord of the Rings trick on
Yeah,
us.
exactly. They came, I don't know what it was, but yeah, it happened a couple of times, and Ellie was like, come on, I just want this to be done.
I did think the Gaius Baltar flashbacks are really good.
Oh, what with him dealing with his dad?
Yeah, with his dad and
and
then
the farming,
Capital
yes.
Six. So that's
Right.
nice. Like that, I thought worked.
the throat.
He
I know a lot about farming.
does know a lot about farming. Now he can be a farmer.
Yay, you
Yay.
can cultivate.
Gaius Baltar made it.
That meadow looks perfect for cultivation. Cultivation. Oh.
Oh. He got
Cool.
together with Caprica 6. How's Liam doing? Liam Ty.
Oh. Hey. That was sad.
That was sad and also like really weird. That whole situation.
Oh, right. Yes, it was wonderfully awkward.
Yeah.
Because Ellen found out. She's like, what?
Yeah.
Yikes.
They pulled some Game of Thrones stuff before Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Still, I thought it was. I thought the Ellen Ty's line. See, he loves Will Adama more than he'll love me or you. It's like that's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Saul, the classic line, grandfather was a wood shaver, wood sander. They're drunk.
I am one of the final 5.
It was, yeah.
It's that.
I wasn't-
That
Yeah.
part, and when he's up on the wall, it's in the fracking ship.
Well, he prefaces that the whole I Am a Cylon with that. Remember when I told you there was music
Music
coming
in the
from the ship? Yikes.
And then Will Adama has a breakdown. Understandably.
Breakdown. Yeah.
Then Lee Adama tries to shoot Saul out of the airlock.
I forgot about that.
He's named president of the colonies for like 30 seconds.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a high stakes moment,
High stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, Empire stuff.
Empire stuff.
Empire stuff.
Trying to think. How's Laura Rosalind doing?
Well, she's dead
Yep.
at the end. As are all of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when we go 150,000 years in the future,
And then
everyone's dead.
the description of Hera in that newspaper magazine or whatever is that she had died when she was young, so she didn't make it too long apparently.
Oh.
Obviously must have had children, but they said she was like a young woman.
So 20s.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yep.
Well, I suppose they did get rid of all like the antibiotics
Medicine
and stuff.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
Hey, how's Doc Coddle?
Alive as far as I
yeah.
know. Yeah. Or well, dead after 150,000 years, but
Yeah.
just doing my job.
I love it that he smokes the entire show.
Where does he keep getting cigars? No one's making them anymore.
All right. The black market
The
will
black
provide.
market.
Oh no. Oh no. Not black market. Don't take me back to that episode, Curtis. Oh.
It's how the chief made liquor. Did he sell it through the black market? I don't remember.
No. He traded it for parts with other ships.
That's right.
That's just the regular market.
Hmm.
Regular.
Hmm.
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 The kind of jump in logic to understand the notes through Starbucks calculations meant these numbers that meant the jump point for the real Earth. That was a bit of a jump.
Well, there was the end of the one episode where she's like, we're going to assign numbers to the notes and we're going to go through this.
Mm-hmm. So obviously she figured out whatever she thought.
Right. Well, she had notes assigned to numbers, but she didn't know what those numbers correlated to. And then it came to her at that moment of need. They were coordinates.
It would have been better if Gaius Baltar just selected random numbers and said, God,
God guided my finger.
See, yeah, that's the argument against Kara being any kind of like angel or anything, because she had no idea what she was doing.
No.
She's very confused. I need like a 1/100th. What scale is this?
I don't
Do you know?
It probably says in the... It had a little pamphlet.
I
didn't read it.
think in some YouTube video they said it was about 1,000 meters long. So 1/100th scale would be 10 meters long, which would still be 30 feet.
I like this idea, Curtis.
Maybe I could actually make retractable landing.
Yeah, the engines.
Flight pods.
No, yeah, the pods on the outside.
Yeah, those aren't engines, Ryan. The engines are on the
sorry.
back. Those are flight pods.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
I was very concerned when the Battlestar was rolling like a wave through space.
Yeah. You know, the beams finally gave out.
Mm.
It must have been a fun day on like the shoot when all the extra people, they just had to like coat the whole ship with just like paint that glows in the dark or whatever.
Right.
Because they would shine a light on it as like a black light, and that must have been a good day.
And then they must have had just a whole bunch of extra blonde wigs that they put on people.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
look
was-
at all those sixes.
That was what I was
Look,
doing
none of them are
sometimes
turning their heads towards the camera.
I was like, nope, they're not the extras.
There is... I forget if it's the 3-parter last episode or the episode before. There's a very clear scene where it's an extra in a blonde wig, and you can see her face. And it's like, that's not Trisha Helfer. That's Trisha Helfer right next to her. Ooh. Good thing it's a wide shot.
All right. Should have watched this on standard definition DVD for that scene.
I can't make out the picture. It's 480i. Standard def. That would probably still be in 4:3 too, as well, I should say.
Yeah, you can get standard definition 16:9.
I suppose.
Speaking of standard definition and widescreen and things, did you know they made a videotape that recorded? It was like, it was close to HD. It was like 1,000 lines as
Okay.
opposed to
1024.
yeah,
1080.
as opposed to like 480, or at some point they had like a 575 line videotape recording, slightly better than 480.
Slightly better.
Yeah.
Marginally.
Just enough.
Just enough. So that we can cut off the corners and it'll equal 480.
It's too bad. So, do they ever discuss them finding out that Diana was a Cylon? It
Not
seems to
really.
me like she just disappeared off the ship and then they knew magically at some point.
I think they figured it out when they got to New Caprica.
Right, Deanna shows up.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Oh my god. Cylons.
There was a kind of a depressing moment towards the end when like everybody's like taking their belongings and getting off of the Galactica,
yeah.
and all of those extra photos are left behind and they're like, we don't know who they go to because
The people who
they
knew
died.
died. Yeah.
It's like,
the people that put them there. So it's just a bunch of random
And Hera.
faces. Yeah, and Hera.
Yeah. It's random.
Bit random. I had a
Starbuck
thought.
put her own picture back up on the wall.
Yeah. Right after Lee was all like encouraging too. It was like, oh, that's sad. I had a thought. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Oh, right. A point that Liam brought up. The Liam.
right. The
Yeah.
only.
The only Liam. Hopefully. Back in season 3 on New Caprica, the Resistance is headed by all 5 of the final 5 Cylons, pretty much. Sort of
Ah.
ironic.
Yeah. For a while, I thought that before Ellen was revealed to have been, whatever, came back to like resurrected, I thought it was going to be either Starbuck or Gaius somehow. But
Starbuck. A Cylon?
I know.
It's the last time I can do this.
Yep. Oh, well.
She's part Cylon.
No. They included that because they named one of them number 8, and there were only 7 models. So they had to add a 7th so that the numbers would work out.
Yes. The Daniel line.
Daniel line. They're all dead.
Yes. It was confirmed.
Confirmed.
There was confirmation.
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll
Series thoughts. How did you think Battlestar Galactica was over the course of 4 years? Plus some.
it's good. It was depressing, like I said, and I just it's like, wow, how many more people can die?
A lot, as it turns out.
Yes, all of them in the end.
Technically.
If you think about it all. Except Ronald D. Moore. He's
Except
still
Ronald-
gone.
He's still around.
And Angel 6 and Angel Gaius somehow. It's very
They're
strange.
angels.
Right. I don't know. Strange.
What do you think, Allie?
Yeah, Allie.
We should. Never mind. Hi.
The ending was stupid.
You didn't get that into the microphone, really.
It's okay. We'll be able to pick it up because
Stupid ending.
oh boy. We have rioters in the in the audience.
Stupid ending. Stupid.
Oh.
You know, William Adamo would send her out the airlock.
Do it.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Howdy goes.
But-
Kelly was back.
Yep.
Yep. Then we don't see him after that episode.
Yeah.
Right.
Abner.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Strange.
That's the dad.
Yeah, we talked about that. Hot
We did talk
dog.
about
Yikes. Yeah. Good show, I guess.
Good show, he guesses.
We're
The
doing
full
the wrap
series.
up on the
Yeah.
whole show.
I think it was a good show.
Because it was.
It was an okay show.
Wow.
Well, that's your opinion.
That is
Allie.
your opinion.
We can have.
I think
our-
it's a great show.
Allie spent a majority of the final season playing Blackudoku or Blockus or something because she has to be doing something while watching something else because otherwise she gets bored.
It's a good show. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Maybe
Pretty much
they'll
up until the ending.
Yeah. It was 3.5 solid seasons.
I said that at the beginning.
and then the last half, it's like, take it or leave
Take
it.
it or leave it.
What did I say about Starbuck? It's stupid that she's an angel, and that
She's
the
not an
second
angel.
half of the entire show was more boring because she dies. Like literally right after start.
After the 4th season.
Okay, sure.
There's
But-
a lot more
Of
show.
the series, okay. But after Starbuck dies, then it gets boring.
But then she comes back.
But then she comes
Yeah,
back.
but then it's still stupid.
For
Oh,
that
Allie got
first half of
bored
the season.
during the trial. Got it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That is like 2.5 episodes, isn't it? Or 3 episodes? It's long.
Not even that, but a lot of it was just fluff. It wasn't important to like the whole big storyline.
Gaius Baltar.
Guys, Belter.
That
Allie,
was just
What do you think of
disgusting.
Earth 1.0? First Earth.
Not Caprica, or not New Caprica,
No,
but the other
not
one.
New Caprica.
The Earth.
Earth.
Where the Cylons
Fake.
went to Earth.
Half Earth.
No, that was real
That's
Earth.
real Earth.
By technicality in
Very
universe, that's
black
real
and white.
Earth. Our Earth is fake Earth.
Earth 2.0.
Earth 2.0.
But how'd they find Earth 2.0?
Through the song that Starbuck and Hera knew
but that
correlated to
that
coordinates.
no, that's just.
What do you mean? No, that's what happened.
No,
Does
that's
not.
That is what
That does
happened.
not work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
do you
It
mean?
did work.
Starbuck being an angel does not work.
She's not an
The
angel. She's the harbinger of death.
Whatever.
Harbinger.
Yeah, Harbinger.
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 Yes. Like
That doesn't
the
work
Reaper in
either.
Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Curtis, we should talk about Mass Effect.
He hasn't
So what
played
happens
Mass
to
Effect.
Lee? Does he just die?
He just dies.
I don't want. He climbs mountain. Yeah,
Maybe he
I
helps
don't like
build
that
the
they just his story just ends. It's kind of stupid. I agree with that, Allie.
This handheld version of the show would be
Okay. Did you talk about that? Did you talk about though that in the last episode how the episode could have ended like 8 different times, and then they
Curtis
just kept going?
brought it up.
Yeah, Curtis did bring that up.
It Lord of the Rings.
That was really annoying because you just sat there and it went black, and you're like, "Is it over?"
You can't.
And then
you
there's a
probably
whole
wouldn't
new
be able
storyline
to
that
watch
ends.
the last Lord of the Rings movie then.
I don't watch Lord of the Rings. I don't do that show.
You should.
Nope.
It's not a show. It's a movie.
Movie,
Although they are
series,
making a
TV
show.
That's
whatever.
right.
I don't watch it.
Is that our next series to?
We'll
our
probably
next
talk
new
about Mandalorian
series.
season 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Curtis, when do we re-record our Mandalorian discussion? Before or
Yes.
after season 2? I want your vote on this.
no. That's a good point.
Can we talk about how Curtis constantly hides the Baby Yoda and it freaks me out?
What,
we
like
have
Elf on the
discussed this,
Shelf?
yes.
Yeah, like Elf on the Shelf, and then he put it in the cupboard one day, but he was nice because he took it out of the cupboard and just set it on the counter. So I asked why Baby Yoda was on the counter, and he's like, because I had it in the cupboard, and then I decided that wasn't a good idea. But it's behind a picture frame. It'll be like, just in different spots everywhere in the house.
Interesting.
He's pretty cute, but I feel like, maybe that was not a good idea.
It's a great idea. Keep
Baby
doing it.
Yoda needs to
Wonderful.
go find BB-8 and R2-D2. You need to put all of them out here.
What? Then they'll
Then
be
Why is
cold.
R2 not out here?
Allie, they'll be
Because
cold.
R2
But it's
would be
almost
cold.
Halloween. You need R2 in the background because he has the pumpkin.
That is a good point. Once we get to October, it's not
And you can
Halloween
put-
yet.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda, like, right here on his own little seat. He could be a part of your show.
We could do that for the Well, we could also put Baby Yoda on the table.
Things to consider.
Yeah. And Noah can bring his
that's
Lego
true. Razor Crest.
Razor Crest.
That will go
You
on
know,
the
if you
table.
had more ships, you could do, like, the fake, like, planet battle scene. They
Allie,
try to.
you haven't seen all of our Star
Okay,
Trek ships.
that was a bad idea.
We got rid of some of those,
Oh, we did.
I think.
Oh, darn.
The wooden ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where those are.
Darn. We have ornaments.
That's true.
Ornaments?
Ornaments.
Ornaments.
You have,
Like
for what?
For a tree.
Star Trek ornaments.
Oh, yeah. We have some, too.
How
Right,
many
Curtis?
do you have, Curtis? Not enough.
A lot.
Not enough.
Like, probably, like, 10-ish.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's up to the Death
Have
Star
you
is
seen
broken,
our
so that's
tree?
depressing.
You've seen our tree. We have
Yeah.
all the
That's
shit.
all you have on that tree. is Star
That's
Wars.
because that's
Star
all we have
Trek.
space for on that tree. That tree used to
Yeah.
have much more
That's all you have
variety.
space for on the tree
Look at that. A pun that I wasn't intending.
that he didn't even notice.
All right, Curtis. Now, time to stop.
Yeah, we're done. We've been done for a while. Why are you still recording? I'm just
because
pretending.
it's fun. We're talking.
This will be behind the scenes footage.
BTS.
This will be the end of the episode.
Ah.
Say like and
I can't-
subscribe again.
Like and subscribe.